Hey, what's up guys, Namal here, and today I'll be doing the review of Redmi 4 2GB RAM variant. And yeah, I know it is a bit late and I should have reviewed it much earlier, but you know what, I have been really busy nowadays and I thought that even though it's late, I should do a review on this phone. So sorry for the delay, and with that being said, let's jump right into the video. Redmi 4 packs in Qualcomm Snapdragon 435 octa-core processor powered at 1.4 GHz. Along with Adreno 505 GPU. And as I said, it is a 2GB RAM 16GB ROM variant, and there are also other variants like 3GB RAM 32GB ROM and 4GB RAM 64GB ROM. Now with those hardwares inside, even the 2GB RAM variant of Redmi 4 performs really well in day-to-day tasks, and it can actually retain a quite lot of applications in background if they are lightweight. And definitely, the 3GB and 4GB RAM variants will do a better job in this section. Browsing through normal apps like WhatsApp, Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, etc. was not super breeze, but definitely, if we look at the price, especially that of the 2GB RAM variant, that is 6,999 Indian rupees, it does a decent job in my opinion. And not to forget about the heavy MI UI. And yeah, web browsing was also very smooth. The gaming performance of this device was not very good. Heavy games like Asphalt 8, Brothers in Arms 3, Modern Combat 5, Nova Legacy, Dead Trigger 2 ran with occasional lags and frame drops, and sometimes there were quite a lot of lags. Again, the 2GB RAM variant has only 16GB onboard storage, so out of which you get around 10GB approx, and definitely it's not enough for installing a lot of heavy games. Therefore, it is recommended to have the 32GB ROM variant at least if you are planning to install a quite lot of games. And I can't really comment about whether the gaming performance will be better in the higher variants or not. But for the 2GB RAM variant, it's not a gaming device, or maybe you can say it's an average gaming device with some notable limitations. Now, if I talk about the price to performance ratio, I would give it 8.5 out of 10 because you are getting a lot for that price. Now let's talk about the display quality. Redmi 4 has a 5-inch HD display with 294 ppi density. Now the display has a kind of warm tint in it, and normally the whites look warmer, but a little twerk can actually make the whites white. To learn some more twerks about this phone, you can check out the video in the I button popping right above. Now the viewing angles are actually great, and despite of that warm tint, the colors are very accurate and crisp, and the display turns out to be one of the best out there after that twerk or hack, whatever you wanna say. And most importantly, it has 2.5D curved glass, so it gives a great feel to touch. And although Xiaomi has not mentioned any kind of protection on it, there is actually an unknown version of Corning Gorilla Glass. After that, let's now move on to the sound quality. It has a single loudspeaker right at the bottom right. Again, I had problems with the speaker as the sound is loud but it's kinda sharp and lacks bass, although the speaker is placed well. Another problem which I had with the speaker is that the increase and decrease of volume is not uniform. Let's now listen to the speaker.
I want you to show me how to get to know someone like you, someone like you. I want you to know me, cause I know then you'll see we can be true, we can be true. I want you to see what I see in us, something so real, something so real. I want you to see that this is...
Sound through the headphone is good but not best, and like all other Xiaomi devices, there are a lot of settings out there. So let's now talk about the build quality, and trust me, it has got one of the best build quality you can ever have at this price segment. The 5-inch device along with metal build, 2.5D curved glass and less bezels feels super compact and comfortable. Now let's talk about the fingerprint sensor. The fingerprint scanner is fast but not accurate, and sometimes it fails to read the fingerprint, but I can live with that because at least you are getting a fingerprint scanner at this price. Let's now talk about the battery life. It has got a huge 4100 mAh battery which gave me 8 hours of screen on time. Can you believe that? With heavy usage, it can last a whole working day. But again, it does not come with any kind of fast charging, so charging takes a hell lot of time. When you talk about the UI, what we find is the typical MIUI 8.2.10 above Android 6.0.1 Marshmallow. There are some pre-installed bloatwares which was possible to uninstall. And as you all know, MIUI is stuffed with features, so I leave that upon you. Let's now move on to the camera. It has 13 megapixel rear camera with single tone LED flash and f2.2 aperture, and a 5 megapixel front camera with f2.2 aperture. The camera performs considerably well in well-lit conditions, and the HDR does come out handy sometimes. The dynamic range is average, and due to lack of stabilization, pictures can come out blurry sometimes, so steady hands are needed. The color saturation is decent. Even the front-facing camera can actually shoot decent pictures in well-lit conditions again. As soon as we move on to artificial lighting conditions, pictures turn out to be less detailed, and lack of stabilization will be the biggest flaw here as well. Let's now look at some video samples. Now I'm recording with the front camera of Redmi 4, and the voice is also from the internal microphone. Now I'm recording with the rear camera of Redmi 4, and the voice is also from the internal microphone, and it is at 1080p. Let me just move on to a closer object to check the focus. Now let me just pan around to check the stabilization. Overall, the camera performance was average in my opinion, but at this price point, it is acceptable definitely. In terms of cellular call quality, there was no problem at all. Both slots support 4G LTE, but again you are getting a hybrid SIM slot, so this has always been a con for Redmi devices, but again you can actually find a solution. And yeah, you are getting all possible sensors and also IR blaster. Now to wrap up the video, let's quickly talk about some pros and cons. So should you buy this device? Yes, of course. If your budget is around 7,000 to 9,000 Indian rupees, we can definitely go for this device, as you won't find any better options as such. So this pretty much wraps up the video. Hope you have enjoyed the video, and if you have liked it, you know what to do. Give it a huge thumbs up, hit the subscribe button, and don't forget to keep the notifications on to get notified each time I upload a new video. So thank you for watching. This is Namanil and I'm signing off. Till then, keep loving tech from your heart.